Hey everybody, Joe from Dice&Decks here, doing another Battle for Zendikar draft. Gonna go ahead and open this pack up and see what we have. So we have Scatter to the Winds, 3 mana counterspell with Awaken for 6. Awaken 3 is okay, it's not necessarily as good as Awaken 4 of course. I do like Completely Disregard. It exiles a creature power 3 or less, which is good removal. I really like Draina's Emissary as well, however. It's a 2-2 ally. It does put me in white-black, but it's very, very strong. 2-2 flyer, at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I think that ability is really good. Format's appearing to be kind of aggressive, actually, which is a little bit surprising, but nobody wants to play the big Eldrazi and get run over by little guys, so everybody's taking little guys. It's probably between Completely Disregard and Draina's Emissary. I'm gonna go for Draina's Emissary. I do like the Silent Skimmer, maybe we can get that back and do the white-black thing. Go ahead and get started with that. Ulamog's Nullifier is very good. Could do Esper Flyers. Flash Flying, 2-3 Flash Flyer for 4 is obviously very good by itself, but also if you have cards in exile, you can counter a spell. I think I want to look at that. Gruesome Slaughter is obviously very powerful, but you kind of have to set it up with colorless creatures, otherwise it doesn't really do you any good. Hedron Archive is great if you're ramping. It's great early, you know, to get you to your 6 mana or 7 mana, but it's also great late to allow you to draw cards. 2 multicolor spells right off the bat, maybe not exactly what most people would look for, but they do share a color, so we're gonna go from that and look at black as our base probably, and splashing white and blue. Like take this Cloud Manta maybe. Bone Splinters is great removal, and maybe that's supposed to be the pick, but I really want to get the flyers down. Grave Birthing can be okay as a blocker actually against an aggressive deck. Making a 1/1 block like a Nettle Drone out of nowhere from instant speed and then replacing itself is actually really good. But I think the flyer is what I'm going to look for here. Bone Splinters would be great if I could get some Eldrazi Cyan creation, but or like this Caryothrall. Take the Cloud Manta. Maybe just take another Cloud Manta, another Bone Splinters. Let's look at the choice between the Bone Splinters and the Cloud Manta again. Do I take the other one this time? I don't know. Brood Monitor is okay, 6 power for 6 mana, spread over 4 different bodies. Ulamog's Despoiler. Not a huge fan of the Eldrazi who don't have Trample. Bone Splinters or Cloud Manta. I guess stick with the flyers until I can't get any more. Well, if we're just gonna take all flyers, I'm going to just take all flyers. Oh, we got a foil plains. Ooh. We're also at the really heavy on the 4 mana slot, so I can't really take another 4 mana creature or 4 mana spell. Definitely not playing green. Looting effect is gonna be very easy to do without processing. Maybe just take the land. 3 mana 2/2. If it's a 3 mana 2/3, that's one thing. But I just don't think that that's going to be able to do us any good, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Now, put this over here. So we did get this Silent Skimmer, another 4 mana spell, which is ridiculous, I know, but everything we have is in the air. I'm just gonna make that a theme, I think. Yep. Just gonna make it a theme. We're just gonna play every 4 mana flyer in the game. I know it's terrible, but Okay, now we're gonna take a 6-mana flyer. We're not playing 1-mana flyers though. I mean, you know, I'm gonna see if this strategy works out. If it doesn't work out, well, then we'll go do something different. But I definitely want to see how powerful an all-flying deck can be, and I think we're on the right track. Definitely, I mean, at some point I will try to fill in the other portions of our curve, but that is a lot of flying power, and I like it. Definitely interested to see how that all works out. But I need to find some removal. Like I said, the completely disregard, like a stasis snare would be awesome. Even though the double white is a little bit restrictive. Definitely want to see kind of where some of that goes. Alright. So we can get the grave birthing. I think that's good. Definitely gonna snap that one. You know, we can sit at 3, drop a guy, get us to 4. I'd like the Mist Intruders for the Ulamog's Nullifier. Mist Intruders and the like a salvage drone is good, but Benthic Infiltrator is another one. So I want some processors, or not processors. I want some Eldrazi drones. Wow, we got the foil planes. I'll take it. The people in this format draft the full art lands over other things sometimes. So Hero of Gamoa Fada. Indestructible. I don't know if that's that great. I don't like the Despoiler. This seems really good. Another flyer. This is definitely a format where a lot of the rares aren't necessarily as powerful as some of the commons and uncommons. A lot of people are skipping the big rares to play other things, it seems like. Okay, we've got to start doing something with not just taking 4-mana flyers, right? Right? I don't know. I just want to take 4-mana flyers all day. Here we go. Now we can play the Mist Intruder. That's probably the pick should be complete disregard, but I'm just going to take everything in the air. The Grave Birthing will also put a card from Graveyard into exile, which will be good for Ulamog's Nullifier. Gotta remember that it is a removal spell. This is the removal. I can just play the 3-mana 2/2 flyer. This is scary. It really hurts us. It's not good. Maybe we finally take a removal spell, because we'll definitely be getting hit on the ground with all of our flyers that we've got. So Sheer Drop's probably going to be the pick there. Vigilance in the airs, definitely. Oh, no, we're just going to take Bone Splinters here. Yeah. Removal. We finally have enough little guys. Sky Spawner, the Grave Birthing. We can play the Bone Splinters, I think. I wouldn't mind the McKindy Patrol. It's actually a 2/3 blocker, is good. But Bone Splinters, I think, is kind of where it's at. Evolving Wilds. Definitely need to find an Evolving Wilds in here somewhere. I already have 18 playables. I think we want to get a few more 2-drops. A couple more Mist Intruders would be good. Yeah, I think the Ghost of Sentinels kind of alright. I mean, I could take the Color Helm guy, but definitely on the air patrol currently. Just gonna keep going for it. Another foil land. Could look at that, but here I actually might take the combat trick. It's very good against the spider, so I think that's going to be a good option for us. Definitely something to keep up, because the mantas only have the 2 toughness, so to make them a 4/4 with the tandem tactics, we can get in with 2 of them maybe. That'd be pretty awesome. The nice thing about the Silent Skimmer is that it's got 4 toughness, so it'll actually attack into the giant mantis and not die, which is very good. I mean, so will the Nullifier and the Courier Griffin, but this makes them take 2 damage just when it attacks. I think that's awesome. Yeah, we're definitely on the lookout for Evolving Wilds. Any other type of mana fixer, which would be pretty awesome. And a few more 2 mana spells to fill that out a little bit, a little more removal. Complete disregard, maybe a oh, I forget the name of the 6 mana. Have to cast that for 3 color mana to make it just a loot. Not very good. Let's take Stone Fury. Stone Fury seems like pretty decent against us. Kind of hate that out. So we could have a spell that draws us more cards, or a way to tap down attackers. I think I want a way to tap down attackers. Let's go with Altar's Reap just in case. It's very good against removal. Obviously we don't need the Angelic Gift. Dutiful Return, and a plane. Now, just need to find some earlier threats, and a few more removal spells, and I think we'll be all set. That's a very good threat, unfortunately, that is not in our colors. This is a removal spell to a certain degree. This is very good against us. This I wouldn't mind, but I think it's going to definitely be the familiar here. Wish this was a non-color rare, but yeah, the card's going to be really good. So another Skimmer, Rush of Ice. Tightening Coils might actually be the removal spell that we're looking for, just to keep things out of the air and drop things power so we don't die as quickly. The Silent Skimmer is good, but I think we're obviously sitting okay. The Rush of Ice is good, but I think with the fact that we're all in the air, tapping isn't going to be as big a deal. If that was Clutch, I would definitely take it because Bounce is awesome, but I don't need to tap a creature to get in. Another foil land. There's been 3 foil lands I've seen. Yeah, tapping is not as required for us to get in. This kills a lot of our creatures, so I don't know if I want to play that. Inspire Charge help us kill a bit faster. Again, like I said, tapping isn't that big of a deal. Maybe take the Pilgrim's Eye to help mana fix. And 1/1 flyer. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Take the Pilgrim's Eye there. More Rush of Ice, more Mantas. Oh my gosh. Just be Manta.deck. The salvage drone has the ingest, help us loot early, little chump blocker early. I just can't see taking it over the Manta though. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Here we go. There's an Evolving Wilds. Another Silent Skimmer, unfortunately. Well, it looks like everybody's just gonna be loaded with flyers this game. Or this, Wow, what is that doing here? That card is so good. I might just take this away from somebody. Yeah, if this is just the built-in 3 for 1. Kills 3 of our guys and exiles them, and it's foil and crazy. And apparently nobody that has seen this card is playing red, and I do not want anybody to have it, so I'm just going to take it. There's a clutch. McKinney Patrol also been pretty good, but I'm just gonna take the clutch here. Clutch cards is just way too good. I'll push that to file as stuff where it goes away, but so we have a 1/3 that gains us a life, a 2 mana ground dude, or this guy. Draw a discard. So unfortunately, I can't take this one and this one to get a little. So I think we'll take the little bit earlier creature. Apparently nobody's scared of said flyers, so could just take the landfall, have a little bit heavier drop. Late game, a little more late game. Or I can take the Koralhelm Guide and lose the Stonehaven Mystic. I think I like that idea. So answers focus. I'll take Russian Base. Let's take. Definitely don't need 2 Altar's Reaps. I'm not gonna play Inspired Charge because of the double white cost. Could take Sure Strike away from somebody. Trample, probably not a big deal. Let's do Sure Strike. Same thing, maybe take Goblin War Paint. That's gonna be very good. Could take the Cliffside Lookout. That's good with power in the air. Play our 3 and 4 mana flyers, and then have that as our 5th mana. Get an extra 2 damage, kind of a pump. 5 mana target creature. Which ability is something I'll use more? Probably this one. Doodle for return, and planes. So now we get to make cuts somehow. Oh boy. So we're definitely gonna play the Skyline Cascades and the Evolving Wilds. I've never had an issue here, so we're not gonna play the Stonehaven Medic. Tandem Tactics. See, the Tandem Tactics you don't have to play on turn 1, so that's why it's better than the Haven Medic. Because I don't necessarily need white mana on turn 2 to play it, because I don't want to probably be playing on turn 2. Probably not going to play the Altar's Reap main deck unless I see a whole lot of removal. Probably not the Sharpshooter. Malakir's Familiar is going to be played. I don't know that I can play all of the Mantas and all of the Courier Griffins. I should try to, and like same thing with like Sheer Drop. Sheer Drop definitely, could be a 5 or 6 mana and the curve, like the Clutch Occurrence and the Rush of Ice are gonna be 5 mana. So the question is, do I cut, like, let's say I cut the Courier Griffins. It drops white from my mana requirements. I mean, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 flyers. 16, 17, 18. I drafted 18 flyers and an Angelic Gift. I've never seen anything so crazy in all my life. So that being said, like do I even cut a Cloud Manta? Probably cut one of the Waving Elementals if I don't need both of them. I mean, we should be winning with here. So 25. I will cut one of the Mantas. So this is something if we see green, we can swap the Griffins for the Manta, and then swap our mana base maybe. I'm gonna make one more cut. And I have no idea where it's gonna be from. Maybe a Grave Birthing. I think a Grave Birthing. Okay, so let's add basic lands before we do the Cascades and the Evolving Wilds and see what Magic the Gathering says for our lands. I think pretty even split. Probably blue-white a little bit heavier. So we're doing 17, 6, 6, 5. 6 blue sources, 6 white sources, and 5 black sources. Magic the Gathering does not agree. 7, 5, 5. That actually seems probably okay. Because then 2 of the islands actually come out for Cascades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think one of the islands comes out for an Evolving Wilds. And we play the foil plains. Sure. I have no clue how this is going to turn out, but we'll see how good flyers are. I'm going to go ahead and submit that, and I'll see you when the rounds start.